Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome back to A1 English Podcast, the show where we make real English feel simple and natural.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Jessica. And today we have a topic that is going to completely change the way you think about a sentence you already know.
Okay, before we jump in, quick reminder. If you're learning English and you want real, practical lessons like this one, please like this episode and subscribe to A1 English Podcast.
Yes, because every subscribe is one more step in your English journey. We post new episodes regularly, and we genuinely want to see you improve.
All right, so let's get into it. Jessica, let me ask you something strange.
Okay, go ahead. I'm curious.
When someone says, "How are you?" to you in English, do they actually want to know how you are?
Oh, this is a great question. Honestly, most of the time, no.
Exactly. And this confuses millions of English learners every single day.
It's true. So many learners hear, "How are you?" and they think, okay, this is a real question. I need to answer honestly.
So they start explaining their whole day. Well, actually, I didn't sleep well, and my boss was annoying, and...
And the other person is just standing there, a little confused, because that's not what they expected.
Today, we're going to explain exactly why "how are you" is not really a question, it's a greeting ritual.
And by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to respond like a native speaker in any situation.
Not just, "I'm fine, thank you." We're going beyond that.
Real English, real culture, real conversations.
Okay, let's start easy. No stress, no boring grammar.
Just everyday English, the way people actually speak it.
Okay, Jack, let me ask you something. When you started learning a second language, did anything like this ever confuse you?
Actually, yes. I remember learning a greeting in another language, and I thought it literally meant, "Are you eating well?" So, one day I answered with a full description of my lunch.
No way.
Yes, and the person just laughed and said, No, it's just a greeting. You say yes and move on.
That's exactly the kind of misunderstanding we're talking about today. "How are you" feels like a question grammatically, but socially, it works completely differently.
So, let's break it down simply. In English-speaking cultures, especially in the United States, the UK, Canada, and Australia, "how are you" is mostly used as a greeting, not a request for real information.
In simple words, it's like saying hello with a few extra words attached.
Exactly. It's part of what we call small talk. Small talk is short, friendly conversation that doesn't carry deep meaning. It's about being polite and friendly, not about exchanging real information.
So why does this confuse so many learners?
Mainly two reasons. First, in many other languages and cultures, greetings are shorter, just hello or good morning, without a follow-up question. So when English speakers add, "how are you?" learners assume it must be meaningful.
And second,
Second, English textbooks often teach "how are you" as a real question with a real grammatical answer, like, "I am fine, thank you, and you?" That phrase is grammatically correct, but socially it sounds extremely stiff and outdated.
oh, that phrase, "I am fine, thank you, and you?"
Right. And it's not wrong, but native speakers almost never say it that way anymore. It sounds like something from an old textbook, not real conversation.
So today, we're going to fix that. We'll show you how are you" really works with real-life examples, not textbook examples.
Because real life is always the best teacher.
Let's go deeper into this. All right, let's talk about the real function of this phrase. This is the most important part of today's episode.
I'm ready.
"How are you" works as what linguists call a phatic expression. That's a fancy word, but the meaning is simple. It's language used to create social connection, not to exchange real information.
So basically, it's a social tool, not an information tool.
Exactly. Its real purpose is to say, I see you, I acknowledge you, I am being polite and friendly. That's it.
Let me give a real-life example. Imagine you're walking into your office in the morning and you pass a coworker in the hallway.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
Your coworker says, "Hey, how are you?" while walking past you, not even stopping. What do you think they expect from you?
A short, simple answer. Something like, good, you? Or, pretty good, thanks.
Exactly. And notice, they didn't even stop walking. That tells you everything. This isn't a real invitation for a long answer.
Right. Now, here's a mistake many learners make. They hear, how are you? And they think, this is my chance to share everything. So they say something like, actually, I'm very tired. I had a difficult week, my sister is visiting, and I have a headache.
Oh, I've seen this happen so many times. And the coworker just freezes, a little surprised, because they only expected, good, thanks.
It's not that the long answer is grammatically wrong. The problem is that it doesn't match the social expectation of the moment.
So the correct, natural response in that hallway situation would simply be, good, thanks. How about you?
Perfect. Short, warm, and it passes the conversation back to the other person.
Let's give another example to make this even clearer. Imagine a cashier at a coffee shop says, "Hi, how are you today?"
In this situation, you could simply say, I'm good, thank you. Can I get a medium coffee, please?
Notice how naturally that flows straight into the order. The greeting and the question blend together. There's no deep pause, no serious answer expected.
Exactly. That's the key. The greeting just opens the interaction smoothly.
So remember, when someone says, "How are you?" in a quick, everyday situation, a hallway, a shop, passing on the street, use a short, positive, automatic response.
Not complicated at all, right?
Not at all. It's actually very simple once you understand the social pattern behind it.
Okay, now let's move to something equally important, because how are you isn't always just a greeting.
That's true. Context changes everything.
Exactly. There are situations where this phrase becomes a real, sincere question, and you're expected to give a real answer.
Let's make this super practical. Imagine a close friend calls you on the phone and they say, "Hey, how are you?" But they say it slowly, softly, and there's a pause afterward.
Ah, that tone changes everything.
Exactly. In this situation, your friend genuinely wants to know how you're feeling. Maybe they heard you had a difficult week, or maybe they just want to check in on you emotionally.
So here you could say something honest, like, honestly, it's been a tough week. Work has been stressful.
And why does that work here, but not in the coffee shop?
Because the context is different. A close friend, a slower tone, a private setting, and a pause after the question, all of these signal sincerity.
So the real skill here isn't grammar, it's reading the social signals, tone of voice, relationship, setting, and timing.
Exactly. Let's go through these signals one by one, because this is the heart of today's lesson.
Perfect, let's do it.
Signal number 1, speed. If "how are you" is said quickly, almost like one word, "how are you," it's a greeting.
Signal number 2, eye contact and stopping. If the person stops walking, looks at you directly and waits, that's a sign they want a real answer.
Signal number 3, relationship. Strangers, cashiers, and coworkers passing by usually mean greeting mode. Close friends, family, or therapist usually mean real question mode.
Signal number 4, setting. A busy street or office hallway means greeting mode. A quiet coffee chat or a phone call after some news means real question mode.
And signal number 5, this is a big one, repetition. If someone asks, "How are you?" and then asks again, "No, really, how are you?" that second question is always sincere.
Oh, that's such an important point. No, really, how are you is basically a signal that says, I'm switching from small talk to a real conversation now.
Exactly. So once you understand these signals, you'll never feel confused again about how to respond.
Let's practice. I'll describe a situation, and Jack, you tell me, greeting or real question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Your neighbor waves at you across the street and shouts, Hey, how are you?
Greeting. Quick distance, shouting, no stop.
Correct. Now, your mom calls you late at night and quietly says, Sweetheart, how are you? Really, how are you?
Real question. Repetition, soft tone, late at night, close relationship, all the signals are there.
Perfect. See? You're already getting it.
It's honestly such a simple system once you understand it. All right, Jack, let's talk about the mistakes people make with "how are you?" because these are so common.
Yes, and honestly, these mistakes are completely understandable. They come from learning English in a textbook, not in real life.
Mistake number 1, giving a long, detailed answer in a quick greeting situation.
Oh, I hear this constantly. Someone says, "How are you?" quickly in passing, and the learner responds with 3 full sentences about their entire week.
The fix is simple. Match the energy. Quick question, quick answer. Save the long story for close friends in private conversations.
Mistake number 2, always answering with, "I am fine, thank you, and you?"
This one is so common in classrooms. It's not wrong, but it sounds extremely formal and a little old-fashioned, almost like a textbook robot.
The fix? Use more natural, modern responses, like, "Pretty good, thanks." "Not bad, you?" "I'm doing well, how about yourself?" Or even just, "Good, good."
Much more natural, and it instantly makes you sound more fluent and relaxed.
And the last common mistake, thinking that "I'm fine" always means everything is okay.
This is interesting. Many learners think this is a small detail, but actually, native speakers often use tone to hide real feelings behind "I'm fine."
Right. If someone says, "I'm fine," with a flat, low voice and doesn't smile, it can actually mean the opposite. "I'm not okay, but I don't want to talk about it right now."
So listening to tone is just as important as understanding the words.
Exactly. Now, if you've made these mistakes before, don't worry at all.
Everyone makes these mistakes, even advanced learners. Cultural context takes time to absorb.
The important thing is to keep practicing, keep listening, and keep noticing these small social signals.
Silence and fear of mistakes will slow you down much more than actually making a mistake.
Completely agree.
Okay, let's put everything together with one full, realistic scenario.
Let's do it. Real lifestyle.
Imagine this. You walk into your workplace in the morning. Your coworker passes by quickly and says, "Morning, how are you?"
First, you recognize the signals. Quick pace, passing by, casual relationship. This is greeting mode.
So you smile and say, "Morning, good thanks, you?"
Then, later that day, your close friend calls you and says, slowly, "Hey, how are you? I heard about what happened yesterday."
Now you recognize different signals: slower tone, personal context, a real relationship. This is real question mode.
So this time, you respond honestly. "Honestly, it's been a rough day, but I'm getting through it. Thanks for asking."
See how natural that sounds? 2 completely different situations, 2 completely different responses, both perfectly correct in English.
This is real English, not textbook English.
Now, everyone listening, I want you to try something right now.
Think of one greeting style, "How are you?" response, and one sincere, real question response.
Say both out loud, even if you're alone right now.
Practice builds confidence, and confidence is what makes you sound fluent.
And if you make a mistake while practicing, say it again. That's exactly how learning works.
All right, let's quickly review everything we learned today.
First, we learned that "how are you" is usually a greeting, not a real question. It's part of small talk culture in English-speaking countries.
Then we explained the 5 signals that tell you when it becomes a sincere question: speed, eye contact, relationship, setting, and repetition.
We also covered common mistakes, like giving long answers in quick greetings, or always using the old-fashioned "I am fine, thank you, and you."
And most importantly, we practiced real responses for real situations.
Remember, you don't need to be perfect.
You just need to understand the culture behind the language and speak with confidence.
English isn't just grammar. It's also about understanding people and social moments.
So next time someone asks you, "How are you?" pause for 1 second, read the signals, and respond like a true native speaker.
That's the real journey of learning a language.
If this episode helped you understand English culture a little bit better, please hit the like button right now.
And if you want more real English lessons like this one, subscribe to A1 English Podcast.
We bring you new episodes regularly, full of real conversations, real culture, and real confidence-building lessons.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep growing your English.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next episode.